Good evening. I'm Kathleen King, and welcome to our Thursday Night Live. Tonight, we will cover 12 reasons why you would want to have a Young Living business. No matter what stage you're at using your essential oils, whether you have yet to use one or you consider yourself an advanced user, you'll probably be pleasantly surprised by a few of these reasons. And by the end of this webinar, I have no doubt you'll have more than 12 reasons on your list of why you should have a young business too. As I cover the material tonight, those of you watching this live may type your comments or questions in the chat section, and at the end, I'll go back and cover them in the live question and answer portion of this webinar. Young Living is a product-driven company where approximately 92% only buy the product and choose not to take advantage of the business side. That's an amazing model. It shows people love the product and keep coming back for more. But with only a $165 investment, you can have a legit business while enjoying your products too. There's no need to spend thousands or tens of thousands to set up a business, which have a significantly higher percentage of failure. Young Living is very family-friendly and product-focused. It's not all about getting rich and driving fancy cars. We can have balance as we focus on the products, supporting our own wellness as well as the business side too. Let's face it, when it comes down to it, money can have an impact on families in a huge way. The feeling of not having to worry about how you're going to pay your electricity bill or having enough to get that something special you've been dreaming about for a really long time. Young Living is all about wellness, purpose, and abundance. It all connects. Most people do this to have their oils or a Ningxia Red paid for. So why not increase your paycheck so you can buy more items to transform your health? Some people don't even realize they can make money while using the products they love. But you can base it on what you are passionate about, as well as help others. It doesn't have to be all about the self, as I will now show you as we now explore the 12 reasons about this opportunity. Number 1. It's recognized industry leader with 25-year history and proven growth record. Young Living has been a leader in essential oils with 25 years under its belt. Their growth has exploded, especially since 2013. Very few understand the detail behind unlocking the power of plants, and that is where Young Living are experts. Knowing how the company started, what it's been through, and its heart is eye-opening. Their seed to sale commitment is unmatched. No one else has the farms they do. The investment they have made in their own farms for the best unadulterated essential oils is worth every penny. You get what you pay for. They are invested in the whole process to ensure you get therapeutic vet products of all kinds, personal care, baby lines, a line for animals, non-toxic cleaning items, non-toxic makeup, the list goes on. Their essential oils are not made in a lab. They are not fragrances. Others are cheap imitations to desperately cut or get a cut of this industry that is still growing like crazy. So don't save money in the short term to spend more in the long term thanks to what others pass off and put in their bottles. Young Living is the industry leader due to the unsurpassed quality they produce, which is also makes a biggest positive difference for our bodies. Remember, your essential oils should smell like the actual plant. That's when you get the most benefits. Of course, to get the best, there's a whole science that goes behind the farming and harvesting of the plants, but we'll save all those details for another time. The point is, many don't have a clue about what goes behind growing, making, and even blending an essential oil for our benefit. 2. 5 new international markets over the next 5 years. Young Living's 5x5 pledge. The company has been global for so long, but they are stepping it up, becoming even more global. So the plan is to open 25 new markets in the next 5 years with an additional 5 million members. Recently opened new markets that are already exploding include the Philippines and Mexico. We have locations such as South Africa and Brazil opening later this year. This means less shipping and custom fees for people living in these countries, and so these products will be more accessible to them. This means the growth potential for your business is off the charts. And to help, we have international Facebook pages and guides in your virtual office to help you with each of these markets. At convention this year, I even went into the International Lounge and spoke to several employees at different offices, including Australia and Malaysia. I learned so much and would feel fully confident in the support team members would have in these and other growing markets. 3. Young Living has well over 600 consumable wellness products for all ages, men, women, children, and pets. I'm not going to sit down and count them all, but I'm positive we have over 700 different products now. It truly is a product-driven company, which is family-friendly. This is very apparent with its non-toxic and practical products that have a focus on health and wellness. I love the difference I've seen in my children and husband since they started using the products. Every household has a product or two that they use daily and just can't live without. Well, that's definitely the case in this household. This translates to consumable products. Consumable means repeat customers, which are essential to any business. Your bread and butter for you, and the health and wellness for them. Customer retention is extremely high, which also shows the products work. It's not a business that's trying to sell something that really has no use or something you can't even see. Number 4, charitable foundation impacting over 250,000 lives and 170 projects. Young Living's D. Gary Young Foundation gives you a glimpse of their heart. And we all can get involved in it too. Whether you want to sponsor a child, go and volunteer on a specific project, or simply donate to the foundation from the comfort of your own home. Young Living covers 100% of administrative costs, so this foundation can give 100% of all proceeds directly to each project. It is also different in other ways compared to other charities. For one, it focuses on empowerment, which is key to long-term change. Charities tend to only provide, but instead, this foundation provides while also empowering the locals to build for themselves. It's important to teach, so when outside help isn't there anymore, they still have the tools and resources to thrive in life. The results are transformative. Number 5. Zero waste status in global operations in the next 5 years. This is an official classification for companies, which Young Living is striving towards. It's not easy. They've actually already got an award already for their efforts so far. This philosophy means that nothing from the first stages of a product, so at the farm, all the way to the end product and shipping goes to a landfill. So any solid materials that are produced need to be suitable so they can be recycled or reused. It's about being earth friendly. I've mentioned it so many times before, but as Young Living essential oils are all natural and do not contain any synthetics, if they are flushed away for some reason, they don't do any harm to the system. I often put lemon or purification essential oils in our garbage disposal. Isn't it great knowing you're not hurting the environment? The hydro water, which is left over from the distillation process, always contains some remaining essential oil, but they use it back on the farm. But if it were to go down the pipes, it wouldn't do any harm. It's so good it's used as a natural insecticide, one reason why nasty chemicals are not required at their farms. Even leftover plant materials are reused as mulch. But can you imagine the effort required to make the zero waste status around the world? That's a company I can get behind. So number 6, generous reward trips at 6 rank levels. Travel. What a privilege it is to get to travel. This is another great reason to build this business. When you reach silver rank and each rank above for 3 months, you get invited to an all expenses paid retreat. Experience farms, partner farms, distilleries, get pampered on, meet and mingle with others in the same situation as you, as well as corporate employees. These are personally transformative and game changers, and you don't have to pay a penny as you have fun, learn, and get inspired. Number 7, generous bonuses and compensation plan. Many shy away from the opportunity for residual income, but that's normally because they don't really understand its meaning. But all you have to do is ask me, and I can take you through in as much detail as you want. The industry average is to pay out around 38 to 42% in commissions, but Young Living pays out 50%. That's a great payout. Mary Young wrote the compensation plan several years back. Back in the day, she used to be in a network marketing company, so understands what it's like to be in our shoes. She had the plan reviewed and was told it's one of the best and most generous plans that was actually sustainable. So the company won't go broke on it. The foundation of any company is essential. I've even been in other companies where their business model wasn't sustainable, both in direct sales and in the corporate world. Jumping on the newest trend for the majority of the time isn't a good thing. If you've seen the compensation plan, including all the bonuses, and you feel totally lost, don't worry. There are several videos and books I can direct you to that lay it out in a simple chunks. Bottom line, there is huge potential and you can easily make it all the way to the top long before I do. And I'll even introduce you to a couple of our current leaders to teach you how. Number 8, ongoing support and training. Young Living is constantly improving their resources to help us. They have a frequently updated blog called The Lavender Life. It has a variety of useful topics and I highly recommend it. There are numerous Facebook groups which are focused around either business for all rank levels or products for you to learn from daily. I will tell you all about these when you tell me you're ready for them. And of course, there is your own virtual office, which you get the second you get your own Young Living membership. It's full of education and news. If there's something specific you're after and can't find, ask me or another member of the team. Number 9, willable residual income. This is huge. Anyone over 18 can take over an account if someone dies. You can protect your own account for your children or someone else so you don't have to worry about their future financially. You can even now inherit an account and have your own account too. Residual income that keeps coming. What company does that? If you understand residual income, then you know this itself is a fabulous perk that truly changes lives. Number 10, no inventory to keep or deliver. You do not need to store or stockpile product. There's no requirement to have an empty garage to store all your product. Of course, as you use the product, you'll fall in love and want to keep extra favorites for yourself, but that's a personal issue. Basically, you only need $165 for a legit business. There are other even cheaper options, but this is the most popular one. Any of the team can take you through what's best for you personally. Number 11 is ready to share resources. When you're ready to share, there are multiple resources for you, no matter your style or the way you want to build your own business. First up, check out the YL Share app. It's free and a great way to share information All you need is your own Young Living account. There are too many websites out there selling handouts and brochures, which is great, so you don't have to create your own. However, if you need help sifting through all the options, I have no problem helping you with that. Over the years, I've collected so many different options, and I'll love to show you what I prefer. One thing I've learned, make it simple for yourself. Use what's already out there for us. For example, a Crossline member, which is a Young Living member in a different team, created these graphics for us to use tonight. Team Young Living rocks. So, number 12, set your own hours and work from anywhere. This one is extremely important to me. I can work at my own pace and location as everything is on my phone. This means I can put my family first. I spend more time with family and friends than I would in any corporate job. And this is key as I homeschool my 3 little girls and my husband is far from working the typical 9 to 5 schedule. I also get to be in a community full of passionate entrepreneurs, and we all get to do this business in a way that suits us personally. It's family friendly. You can make an income with balance and integrity. My family always comes first, and I don't stop earning because I'm on vacation. Many people, when they actually start this business, do it on a part-time basis. So here's a quick overview of what we've covered in this webinar. Number 1, recognized industry leader with 25-year history and proven growth record. 2, 5 new international markets over the next 5 years. 3, 600 plus consumable wellness products for all ages, men, women, kids, and pets. 4, charitable foundation impacting over 250,000 lives and 170 different projects. 5, zero waste status in global operations in the next 5 years. 6, generous reward trips at 6 rank levels. 7, generous bonuses and compensation plan. 8, ongoing support and training. 9, willable residual income. 10, no inventory to keep or deliver. 11, ready to share resources. And 12, set your own hours and work from anywhere. But for me personally, I would also add several more, which we could go into more detail in a moment during question time if you would like. You get to be your own boss. You get to help and love on others. You develop deep friendships, and there's no commute. Your journey is full of personal development. As mentioned, there's an extremely low cost of investment, and there are no required monthly minimums. Only 100 PV if you're building, but that's easily paid back in commissions, as you can see from the public income disclosure statement. You get to wear what you want every day, and you get to stay at home or be at home parent, or do this while working a full-time job. There are no minimum sales, and there's no pressure. You get to work with the people you want to. You can even take your kids with you if you go to an event. But there are so many online events and support, you don't need a local team. You can be located anywhere. If you're a health and wellness professional, it's a great way to increase your customer base. And of course, tax write-offs. What I also love is that one size does not fit all. Do this business in a way that feels good to you. It can even be different from your direct upline, but be committed to finding your way. You may not have all the answers up front, but you can figure it out. Step outside your comfort zone. It's worth it, and you're not alone. By marrying fabulous products with the business side keeps you in balance, and you get to have an impact on your community and beyond. It truly is more than just the paycheck. It's about the people. Next week, our Thursday Night Live will cover a review of Young Living's Grand International Convention that was held a couple of weeks ago. Not only will I provide a detailed look, including the reasons behind why the new products were launched, I will also give you a whirlwind tour of the workshops that we attended and the unforgettable experiences that we had. As usual, I'll put my video back on now for those of you watching live so you can see me while we have question time and I do a giveaway. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.